Okay, so here we go again with another Icon Swap free player review. In this one today, we are going to be trying out Gattuso. He costs just 7 tokens, so he is another one of the cheaper options for Icon Swap number 3. And it could be a pretty good addition to some people's teams if they are lacking a defensive midfielder, because this guy has some really good defensive and physical stats, but as you can see, he is lacking in other areas. Today we're going to try this card out to see if it's worth a pickup or not. Now, I've actually already bought him off the market, and as you can see, he cost me 635k, so yeah, seems like an alright price for a Prime Icon Moment card, I guess. Let's quickly pull up FUTBin so we can have a look at this guy's stats when it comes to chem styles. So the actual suggested chem style on FUTBin is Catalyst. That's the most popular one, and then Engine is in second place. Now, if we put the Catalyst and Engine chem styles on this guy, we can obviously see what effects it does indeed have on the card. Now, the reason I'm thinking we go with Engine over Catalyst is because of this plus 10 dribbling boost, because Gattuso's base dribbling is 67, obviously Catalyst doesn't boost it, and that's horrendous. That is horrendous for any position in the game, so I'm thinking the Engine chem style will be the best for him. Gives him a nice boost to his pace and passing as well, which obviously he definitely needs, because yeah, they're not amazing, especially for this stage of the game, which is unfortunate. There he is with Catalyst Chem, if you are interested in seeing that. But like I say, for this review, I'm going to go with Engine, just because I feel like that's a bit of a better chem style for him personally. So we'll be using this Gattuso in this team. He's not going to be playing centre mid for us, he's going to be playing as a CDM. I will switch in game to the 4-2-3-1. Okay, now let's have a look at the card. Medium high work rates, perfect for a DM, happy with that. 2-star skill moves, don't really care about too much, to be honest. With him being a defensive mid, I won't be doing too much with him skill move wise, so that's fine. 3-star weak foot isn't particularly ideal, but hopefully won't be too much of an issue, but I definitely would prefer 4-star if I had the choice. In fact, if I had the choice, I'd have 5-star, but obviously I don't. Anyway, here are his in-game stats. On face value, some of them don't look too amazing, but yeah, especially over to the left side of the screen, but on the right side of the screen, they're pretty nice. He's got some really good defensive stats. Like, aside from that head accuracy, everything else is near perfect, and that is great to see, especially those very high intercepts and tackling ratings. He's also got really good aggression, which you'd expect. To be honest, I'm actually shocked he's only got 98 aggression, because if any player was ever going to have 99 aggression in FIFA, this is definitely the guy that should, because yeah, if you've ever seen Gattuso play, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. He is the definition of an aggressive player. Really good to see that he's got awesome stamina of 95, so he should be able to run around for the full 90 minutes without any issues, and then some should be able to go into extra time with this guy without any problems as well. His pace as a whole is good, but not amazing, so that could be a bit of an issue. That's why some people may prefer the Catalyst Chem style, but obviously I've already discussed why I've gone with Engine instead. Shooting looks poor, but doesn't matter. He's going to be a defensive mid, so I'm not too worried about anything in that column in particular. Passing stats look alright, to be honest. Obviously his curve and free kick accuracy suck, so that's dragging the overall rating of his passing down, but his short passing and long passing ratings are actually alright, so I'm happy with that area as well. Now we come on to this guy's dribbling. He's got really good reactions, good balance, and decent composure, but his in-game dribbling rating is absolutely horrendous, and his agility rating isn't that great too. And I've just realised he's only on 9 chem right now, so I'm going to quickly change the manager. Okay, so now he's got full 10 chem. Now we can see the full benefits of the chem style boost, and yeah, it's looking like an alright card. I'll be honest, I don't think this card is going to be all that amazing. There's probably a good reason it's one of the cheaper icon swaps. EA aren't stupid. They're not going to put like a super meta icon in the game for a super cheap price. So yeah, let's just get into a game and see how we get on with this card, because in some areas it looks absolutely brilliant, in some areas not so much. Let's go. So I'm now heading into game number 3. I've actually got into games twice already, but both of them have quit out in the first minute because they're relegating themselves, which is quite frustrating, and that's an issue with playing Rivals right now, but unfortunately I forgot to redeem for a FUT Champs. Okay, so we finally matched up against a team. It's a full Premier League side. He's got a couple of storyline cards, and he's also been really lucky with some red picks as well, because as you can see, he's got that hyperlink of Van Dijk and Gini Wijnaldum, and his backline of David Luiz and Van Dijk is very, very good. Oh, Gattuso's done well to win the ball. Gattuso just cutting through and puts the ball across, and Dan James has a header at goal. My opponent's defence just was awful there. Nice intercept there by the Italian. And now maybe we can break. Oh, Gattuso's got a chance now. Oh, does well. Nice tackle there and links up with Torreira. And we go for the long ball over the top, which actually might benefit us. Oh, wow. Wow. As if we got to that. Gattuso somehow has got an assist off that. Let's be honest. That was not fully intentional. I actually went for the pass up to the winger. It went forward and Aubameyang somehow got on the end of it. And I suspect a rage quit's coming. It is. Yeah, quite the debut there for Gattuso. I don't know what to say. Let's just move on into another match, shall we? Okay, so in the next game we come up against a really good-looking side. My opponent's got half a squad of icons and half a squad of just insanely rated players. Oh, Gattuso initially made the tackle there on Mbappe, but unfortunately the Frenchman won the ball back. Gattuso tries to switch play. Dan James actually does well to get on the end of it. Piera brings Gattuso into the fray. Try and switch this to Dan James, who's on the far side. Gattuso, the man to bring us out of trouble here. Goes for the through ball down that left edge, but unfortunately Van Dijk's long legs intercepted. Nice Gattuso. Oh, just didn't quite get the pass away there. And nice again there. Good intercept. Nice. Oh, great goal. Sorry for the lack of commentary there. I was just trying to focus on getting the goal. And there's half time. We have a 2-1 lead at the break, and yeah, it's a tight game. My opponent's pretty good. It's a tough match. In the head of Gattuso. Actually won it. Wow. Oh, Gattuso dispossesses Neymar, kind of. Unfortunately, the Brazilian does indeed win it back. Oh, nice block by the Italian, but once again, he's made like an initial block or tackle, and the ball unfortunately has still bounced through, becoming quite a recurring thing that. One last attack to defend here. Gattuso tried to dispossess Mbappe through the back, but was unfortunate, but it doesn't matter. The game's over. We've won 3-2. Tough game. Pretty tough game, that one. Both my CDMs and both my centre-backs were pretty busy in that match, to be honest. We had quite a bit of defending to do. Gattuso was alright in that game, got bent for pace quite a bit by Neymar and Mbappe, as you would expect, but positionally felt pretty sound and tackled well for most part. But like I said, there was a couple of tackles in that game where he went for it, kind of won the ball, but then lost it pretty quickly, so bit of a shame. But as a whole, fairly solid performance, and just matched up against a pretty good opponent, to be honest. I thought my opposition was quite good. Okay, so now we've played a few matches with the Italian Gattuso. What are my thoughts on the card? Good item, but is it like a top tier defensive mid? Unfortunately, I don't think so. And just off that basis, I don't feel like Gattuso is worth getting from Icon Swaps, because there are top tier players available from this season of Icon Swaps. So although this card I think will improve some people's teams, I don't feel like it'll improve most, especially at this stage of the game, because although this card can be quite useful and it is a good defensive option, there are many other defensive midfielders in the game that can defend and offer more than what this Gattuso has to offer. I thought this guy's pace was fine for most part, but like I said, when I did match up against players like Mbappe and Neymar, he did get caught out a bit, which was a bit of a shame. He's got good positioning, but once they knock the ball past him, he just isn't quick enough on the turn or quick enough in general just to catch up to them. So a bit of a shame there. He's not the most mobile of CDMs. He doesn't feel like a Kante or a Torreira in game, and that's a bit of a shame because they seem to be the more meta defenders in FIFA 20. Shooting I'm not going to touch on because, to be honest, I had like 2 shots with him and he's a defensive mid and that's not really a priority. I thought his passing was to a good standard for most part though. Didn't really have any complaints with that. He's very one-footed though, so you've got to go off his stronger right foot, don't pass off his left foot or you'll have issues. But his passing's alright. Wouldn't play him as a centre mid, to be honest, but his passing's better than the 74 passing rating on his card does indeed suggest. Dribbling now, yeah, not great, not the easiest player to manoeuvre as you would have expected just by looking at this guy's stats, and that's pretty much all there is to say, to be honest. The ball control is just not that great for a mid. The dribbling isn't good enough for a centre mid role, in my opinion, and that's a bit of a shame. When it comes to defending, though, I thought he was absolutely fantastic positionally. I thought his interceptions were great. He was regularly making interceptions, which was nice. And his tackling ability, for most part, was very good. But in one or two of the games, we just got a bit unfortunate with the bounces, sadly. But for most part, very good defensively, and I'm happy with that. I thought his slide tackling was very good as well. How is he from a physical standpoint? When it comes to winning headers, very, very inconsistent. Like, he can win them against some of the shorter attackers, but against the tall ones, he's just not going to stand a chance. Unfortunately, he's definitely not a player you want to be aiming for when taking goal kicks. Very happy with his stamina, though. Lasted the full 90 minutes with ease, so very happy with that. Thought his strength was good in game, and so was his aggression, because he fought for the ball a lot, and that is obviously something that you want to see in your defensive mids. So overall, a good card, but is it worth getting from Icon Swaps? I don't think so. I just don't think it offers enough compared to other midfielders that are available, not just in Icon Swaps, but in the game as a whole. Anyway, guys, those are my thoughts on the 90 rated Prime Icon Moments Gattuso. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please do leave a like rating on it. In the comments, let me know your thoughts on this item. Also, let me know which other icons I should review. Subscribe if you're new around here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.